Hello guys, very good morning. Today we will learn about barbell skull crush, triceps skull crush. Okay, this particular movement, this exercise is belong to triceps. So there are different variation to train your triceps muscles, and this is isolation movement. We can do this same exercise by sitting with this movement like dumbbell. If you can take both dumbbell separately, or you can do with single dumbbell, or you can do with barbell, plate or kettlebell. The same thing when we do on the bench, that is called skull crush. Okay, so today we will learn about this exercise. First we check how to do this exercise, what is the correct form and technique, and then we'll talk about it, how effective it is, and either you should add this exercise into your workout schedule or not, and what are the common mistakes done by most of the peoples. Okay, so first we will learn about the form technique. Okay, so this is empty barbell, 7 feet, almost 15 kg. So if you are doing this exercise in the gym, then try to select small ones, because for better balance you should choose smaller, like 4 feet or 5 feet barbell. It is more convenient, but I do not have smaller barbell for this skull crush, that's why I am choosing this bigger one. Okay, so first you have to lie down in this position. Okay, and this is the starting position. Okay, you can rest your head on the bench also, or if you want to lift, you can lift like this. Okay, so this is the proper position. You have to hold with full thumb grip, as you can see, full thumb grip. Okay, not half thumb like this, full thumb grip, and both hands should be parallel to each other. Do not hold the barbell very wide like when we do chest press. Okay, hold the barbell and equal grip, like shoulder width grip. Okay, not wider than shoulder, and this is the starting position. Okay, keep both of your hands vertical, 90 degree to the floor. Okay, this is your starting one, and from here now you have to bend your elbows back side. You have to curl your elbows back side without moving upper arm. Okay, and almost touch your forehead, and then lift again. Okay, so full range of motion, edge lower edge, you can like this, down, full down, and then come up. Okay, so this is the movement properly, and this is starting position, so you have to change breathing over here. So first inhale, down, and then up, exhale, again inhale, full inhale, block the air, full down and full up, and then exhale. Okay, so this is the breathing pattern for this exercise. Fix your eyesight, look at the ceiling, do not twist your neck left or right when you are performing this exercise. Okay, and try to keep all the body weight on your legs, keep your quadriceps engaged, so you will be able to generate more force from the bottom position. Okay, so your lower body will support to make your body working in a unit, like a single unit. Okay, so always try to keep all the body weight on your legs, and your hip will be almost in the air. Your clothes will be touched on the bench, but your hip should be uplifted. Okay, keep your neck properly rested, and this movement. So in this exercise, make sure you are not moving this portion. So this is your upper arm, this is forearm, so your upper arm should be stable still like this. Okay, when you taking the barbell downside, it should be perpendicular to the floor, 90 degree to the floor, upright, and just move your elbow joint. Okay, for triceps extension, elbow extension, but do not move this, okay. And when the weight is going down, try not to twist your wrist, because many people do this movement and this they do like this, they try to hold the barbell, but you see the wrist is twisting either inside or outside. So this movement should not happen, this one. So there are two common mistakes. The one is when they lowering the barbell, the hands are going this way, okay. It should not happen, because here we are using tricep muscles, not latissimus dorsi. So when we do this movement, if your upper arm is moving, it means your latissimus dorsi muscles are working. Like we do pull over, dumbbell pull over or any kind of pull over, then your latissimus dorsi is working. So try not to move your upper arm and try to stabilize your wrist joint, because here we are doing this movement, not that movement. So it is injury oriented, you might get injured your wrist because it is very complicated joint. So try to stable your wrist, pull down and then up, fold down then up, okay. So this is the perfect form and technique for this exercise, skull crush, barbell skull crush. This exercise for triceps, but this is isolation movement, and when we do any exercise, the movement will be either isolation or compound. So if there are more than one joints involved, it means it is compound movement, and compound movements are always safe and effective. You can lift more weight on compound movement, your connective tissue will be and your joint will be safe, okay. And this is isolation movement. So there are a few disadvantages for this exercise. So if you are doing triceps variations after chest and shoulder, when you switch to triceps, so try to select compound movement. In this compound movement you can do this pushing movement, okay, or there is also a compound movement available on the decline bench. You can also do on flat, but it is not very effective because of the movement pathway. So always try to stick to the decline bench. So on the decline bench, either you can do with dumbbell in this position. When you doing shoulder, when you doing triceps exercise, in this your hands position should be like this. So when you pushing anything in this way or this way, it means your triceps are dominantly working. When we push this way, it means when you open your elbow, like when you open your this armpit joint, okay, in this moment your chest muscles will be dominant, and in this angle your tricep will be dominant. So this is compound movement and this is isolation movement for triceps. So always try to do compound movement. So there are many exercises in compound movement. You can do this one, you can do double bar dips, or you can do with dumbbell this movement. You lie down on the decline bench and do this type of chest press. Or in the barbell, if you want to do compound movement with barbell, then hold with half grip, not this full thumb grip, half grip. So you will be able to push this movement, okay. This is compound movement and better for tricep. And what the exercise we are doing today, this is skull crush. It is not a very effective exercise because there are two disadvantages. Biggest one is this is a circular movement. So any exercise which is isolation movement, single joint is working, and if you are not doing this exercise on machine, it means there will be circular movement and you will not get enough tension on your muscles, continuous tension. Like when you lifting from gravity one point A to point B, the movement will be circular, so you are not getting full continuous tension while full range of motion. So in this exercise, just check if you do this exercise, so when the weight is against the gravity, you are getting enough tension in your muscle. But when the moment is going at the parallel to the ground, that time you are not getting same tension on your muscle. So in full range of motion, only half the range you will get in a maximum tension on your muscles. So but the rest range of motion is like almost empty. So that is the reason it is not very effective. If you lift anything from ground in a circular movement, it will not give you continuous tension unless the weight is going 90 degree to the floor. That's it. So first thing is. Second, it is supported exercise. We are lying down on, so all the body is in rested position, so your core muscles are not getting engaged. But if you do any exercise when you standing, you are not taking support, or your hip is not in rested position, in that situation your core muscles are also getting engaged, so you will get benefit of this core training indirectly. These are some advantage. So circular movement, isolation, you might feel joint pain, okay, or maybe you can lift lighter weight. So this exercise is not very effective, I mean to say. So if you want to take variations for tricep, then always try to go with compound movement, and also try to avoid this movement. Okay, if you want to do compound movement, then your arms should be in the neutral position. When you pushing anything, it should be this way, not this way, because when we do any exercise in this position, it is a little awkward position, because your shoulder is already hyper extended. You see, hyper extended. In this position, when you do movement with weight, so there might be chances of injury in your shoulder, because this is in neutral position. It is not in neutral position. So what you have to do, you have to choose any exercise where you can push in neutral position. Okay, so you can do this exercise on bench, decline bench. It is in neutral movement. Okay, or maybe you can do close grip push-ups. Okay, when we are doing close grip push-up, in this moment you can also do this easily, because it is neutral. But when we do double bar dips or this bench dips, it is very awkward position. Okay, so also try to avoid these two compound movement. Okay guys, so this was one of the variations for triceps. If you want to add some time, you can do this exercise, but you should not add in your workout program for daily basis or means regular basis. Okay guys, so if you have any confusion in this particular exercise, particular movement, if you think that it is effective and you should do, then you please ask me any question about this in comment box, and we will talk about it later in upcoming videos. Thank you so much.